about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and it didn't come out well because the battery went dead. So that was on me. I'm sorry about that, but we're going to go right back and show you what's happening out here as we have a paver job that's going in on the driveway. We've expanded the driveway and also doing some synthetic turf in the backyard. But I'm going to show you what's going on with the pavers. And like I said, I'm so sorry that the video went alert after like about 3 or 4 minutes on the live session. It's embarrassing, but hey, that's the way it is, man. Sometimes things happen that way. So let's just check out the job. And this time I got a full battery and we can see what's going down. All right, get back to it. The guys now, they're putting in a polymeric sand, but we're going to go up here to the top where we were in the first place when I was telling you what's going on and show you what's happening here. The client decided they wanted to expand their driveway. So there was grass here before. And there's a planter bed actually that went out from where he's standing over to the this wall. And so they demoed that out, leveled it out, and we put in pavers. And also we ran the pavers from the top, goes all the way down to the grade there at the sidewalk. And in this area here, there used to be grass. And so they took the grass out. We decided to put in and expand the driveway. And also down at the end, there used to be grass down there. So what we did is went in and took that out and put in pavers in that area too. So this is all the dirt and stuff that came out of just this little small area in this roll-off. Check this out. Some of this dirt also is from the back. We're doing some synthetic turf in the back. But yeah, so that's all that came from this area here. And as I was mentioning, we have a base that we put down after it's excavated out. And this is the road base. This road base is made up of crushed up concrete and asphalt. And what they do is, like, when you see bridges and construction on freeways and they're taking out, say, like the roadway, like in this situation here, if they was to take this asphalt road out, they would basically pulverize the road and the siding and the concrete and stuff and grind it up. And this is what's left. And this is called road base. What is road base is put down and compacted with this compactor, like what you see here, this over here. And it's compacted up to create a solid base. There's a sand that's put down. This is the sand that used up pretty much all the sand in on top of the road base. That creates a nice stable foundation to put the pavers on top. So we'll go down here and see what's going on. As you can see, all the joints are pretty tight. There's different types of patterns that they use when they put in the pavers, and depending on what the client's taste are, depends on what type of style of pattern they put in with the pavers. But this is rebuilding the side here of the wall for the planter bed. So we're repurposing some of the planter bed that was cut, so it gives it a really nice nostalgic look. As you can see, some of the other bricks here, this is some of the original edging there. So we're using some of the edging that we took out and to recreate a new edge here. He said thumbs up. That's for sure. Thumbs up. Yeah. But we have our concrete. It goes in there. Then the edging goes over the top of that concrete. You got your gap going on where you have to basically jackhammer out where the footing is here. And then we have our edging that's going on from grade all the way down to the sidewalk. And I mentioned in the last video about this type of grass that we have here. This is Bermuda grass. So this Bermuda grass, it has pretty long root system. And we went down at least about 6 inches here in order to get this space in here, probably like about 8 more likely, to get a nice base going on. So hopefully we won't have any infiltration of this grass in here. It'll be probably something that may come through the little crack holes, the weep holes, but something that we can hit with some vinegar or something to get rid of it as it becomes a problem. But as it's coming up, it's not going to come up through the base of the sidewalk here, or actually the driveway area. These are our different blocks, pavers. Get a paver as a source from now from Angeles. And this is the polymer I was telling you about. It's a polymeric sand that's used to go in between the pavers. This is called Angeles polymeric sand. and basically meets all the different standards. You can fill up joints up to 1 inch. Haze free, that means that it won't be hazy once the sun UV hits it. This is what it looks like in its powdered form. It looks almost like salt in a way, gray salt. But they take that and put it down, then use a push broom and push broom it in. And this is what it looks like after the polymeric sand is put in. It's nice and clean and tight. And then there'll be some water. We'll put water on it, and what it'll turn into a catalyst, and it'll be a nice solid surface here. My hardscape team is Gil Hardscape out of Seal Beach, California. But if you take a really good look, man, this is tight. This is a really tight job from the standpoint of the pavers, nice and even, no challenges. You should kind of see how they push that sand in there. They'll come through with the vibrator plate and firm it up. You see they got a rug on there so it doesn't damage the pavers. So they'll firm that up, and that's how it'll go with the pavers here. But we're going to do some work in the back from the standpoint of the synthetic turf. So the guys are finishing up out here in the front. I'll take you on a quick little mini tour in the back where we're going to put in synthetic turf in the back area here. All this area used to be, some of it used to be like a patio, like this concrete patio here, but they took all that out, and you see they brought in more road base to bring in the level. But all this area here is going to be synthetic turf. So there'll be synthetic turf all back around through here. Client wanted synthetic turf. They didn't want to do any pavers or anything like that. And it'll go around, it'll wrap around here. I have to come in and retrofit the irrigation, the drip lines, take the drip lines up so that way we can be able to have the drip lines go above the synthetic and not underneath the synthetic turf. So this is my job today, is coming in and do the retrofit on the drip line. So what I'll do is take the drip line over and stub it out over here and let those guys do their work with the synthetic turf. Then I'll come back in and retrofit the system so that we can be able to have water for the trees. We have a new tree. This is a Palo Verde we put in about a week ago. Is dealing with the new life of being in a pot. So it's looking pretty decent. We have a couple other shrubs and stuff that were put in that they're acclimating to their new home. So hopefully everything will go well with that transplant. Over here, still some irrigation work. Got to change these valves out because they're leaking and stuff like that. So we're going to do a bit of valve work. But that is the task for the backyard. So once it's done, we'll do another video and I'll show you what it looks like the after. But it should look pretty cool back here. And probably do an option of doing a tee-off, so we'll have some opportunity to put irrigation back here in the backside. So I thought about that as I was walking here. So there you go. Put down in the comments what you think about putting in synthetic along that side. This is a southwest wall, so it gets really hot over here. And I mentioned to the client that this side is going to get pretty hot. But there's a window here that I think it's a bedroom window, but it's up pretty high. They have an air conditioner up there to keep the house hot. Keep the house cool. And then here, I think it's a big living room window here. So at least the living room window is not getting the reflective heat off of that synthetic, but it's going to be hot right here because this is a southwest facing wall. So we'll have some issues with heat. So whatever goes in here, if it's going to go in a pot, it's got to be heat resistant and heat tolerant, not resistant, but heat tolerant. Okay. But let me know what you think. Do you think you should have did something different here? What would you have done? Put in the comments if you think that the idea of synthetic turf is great here, or would you would have went with pavers, more of like what you have in the front with the pavers, what the guys are doing out there? Would you have put in decomposed granite, a garden? Just give me an idea of what you think that you would have did back here, or you would have considered doing rather than put in synthetic turf. This client wanted to put in synthetic turf. The actual pile or the thickness of the turf is going to be like about 2.5 to 3 inches. Mr. Mailman, doing good, man. And so it'll be nice and thick, so it won't be too thin like a putting green. That ain't going to happen. So there you go. That's what's happening this afternoon here in Buena Park, California. And let me know what you think in the comments about this particular live video. Hopefully it came out better than the first one because I ran out of battery, didn't have any battery time. Got a new phone, so we're working with this new phone and doing the videos. Let me know what type of videos you like me to shoot. If you want to do some live videos, if you have some concerns or some questions concerning any type of landscape related issue, let me know in the comments because I'm your landscaping coach. It's Ed Wallace, Midwest Landscaping. Be sure to like, give me a thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit that notification bell so when videos like this come out, you can let me know what you think. Give me your comments, opinions, suggestions, and also share this. Gotta get that algorithm going on so we can do better videos and be able to cover a lot of space and a lot of time. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned and watch the magic.
¿Ya finished tu trabajo? ¿Ya finished?
No,
¿No finished?
you're still on, brother. The trabajo's still happening. You're worldwide, brother. You're worldwide. That's right. So tell me what you're doing in Spanish.
No la English.
I know, so tell me what you're doing in Spanish.
¿Tú eres Spanish? ¿Tú eres Spanish?
Yeah. So you're doing the leveling, everything is all even, so it's even. So tell me the trabajo.
Ya vamos terminando el trabajo ahí. Ya solo nos falta la compactadita, la arena y ya finish el trabajo ahí.
Ah, okay, okay.
Sí, y ya.
You do all the papers yourself, the perfecto?
Ahí ya solo le damos el compacte, la compactadita.
Uh-huh.
Y le tiramos la arena y después le tiramos agua, lo lavamos y ya.
Ah,
Ahí,
with the polymeric it's a sando, huh?
yes, sí, compacte. Ahora lo vamos a pasar. Esta se llama una reparación la que se está haciendo.
Sí.
Reparación. Porque ya estaba el bloquecito, pero lo estamos reparando por el motivo que pusimos el paver. Pero quieren el mismo bloque, entonces lo vamos a volver a poner. Ya es una reparación porque no es como que fuera nuevo el
Sí.
Pero ahí ya le vamos tallando un poquito para que quede bonito.
Magnífico.
Sí, patrón.